sunshine is all around us, and there are beautiful clouds where you are. That's how I know that these worries will not last. I can see you've been crying and staying wide awake, asking yourself why the journey is so tough. They say tough times never last, only tough people do. So don't stop believing, I know it's gonna be better. Say la, 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 ba-dum, ba-dum, boom, la, 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 ba-dum. Can't be loved by everybody, it's impossible, you know. And trust me, it's okay, so let the toxic people go. Your peace within is more priceless than a pearl. You got to be happy, cause life's just way too short. Don't stress the little things, they will only waste your time. Just take it easy, easy like a nursery rhyme. And I'm singing, I know it's gonna be okay. So I wanna see you smile today. Hey, you just gotta be happy, man. Good days, bad days, it's all part of life. But you must keep the groove on and enjoy every single day. I'm sure you've had some happy days before. So what makes you think you can't have more? Keep on fighting and you'll see. You will soon see rainbows. Hey, come on! La, 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 la. La, 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 la. Ba-dum, ba-dum, boom. La, 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 la. La, beautiful clouds, where you are, there are beautiful clouds, where you are, oh.
Sanumo, or Nunchoni How or Dama, Chicheli Wekung, Yanutumo, or Solimojiake, Bawanani, Aya, Baba Shushui. Amen.
Celebrates Ghana Month, let's take a closer look at the unique culture festival that unites people across the Northeast and the Upper East region, the Danjura Festival. It is celebrated by the chiefs and people of the Bimboba ethnic group in Ghana, Togo, Benin, and Burkina Faso. The word Danjura literally translates as lean on the mountain. The festival is observed to offer sacrifices to the gods of the mountain, seeking guidance, protection, and blessings of the people. The chief of Pipiria, Naba Dazuru II, shares with Metro TV the preparations and the cultural and historical relevance of the celebration.
And I do know the sacrifice will take place before the last Saturday of February.
No.
As I speak, you are just descended from the mountains.
No.
That is our heritage.
No.
That is what we preserve.
No.
And that is what we want to protect.
No.
It is our oracle. We have the power to change everything.
No.
We don't decide. So once they are going to go about things, I'm sure they will be able to talk to the elders.
No.
Because we don't actually determine how it's going to be.
No.
So that question, yes, I will reply to you that yes.
A unique aspect of the festival, according to the chief, is the notable change in weather patterns that follows the sacrificial rites. Harmattan conditions are often experienced across the community and its surrounding areas after the rituals are performed.
I would apologize that for the past 5 days, the Bimboba people were able to change the weather. I know they were refused, but from today, I think it will change. I am sure we are going to have sunshine tomorrow. I'm waiting for our doctors to get ready to tackle meningitis. But we pray, I will go back there.
The chief further indicated the culture and traditions of the Bimboba people were significantly weakened during the colonial era, especially due to the artificial boundary demarcations that separated communities across different countries.
The Mount people, the downtrodden.
No.
We are downtrodden.
No.
Bimobas, yes, we are strong enough.
No.
But the British, the Germans, and other people have come to divide us. And
No.
we are weak.
No.
Even in Ghana, they have divided us.
No.
Ghana is taking a major step towards improving healthcare for persons affected by neglected tropical diseases by integrating mental health services into routine treatment. Now, the initiative, known as the Imagine Ghana project, is being led by the Center for Neglected Tropical Diseases Research at the University of Health and Allied Sciences, with support from the Liverpool School of Tropical Medicine, the Ghana Health Service, the Ansbach Foundation, and Effect Group. Director of the Center for Neglected Tropical Diseases Research at UHAS, Dr. Alfred Besimani, explained that although mental health and NTD programs operate under the Ghana Health Service, they largely function in isolation.
Is to be able to pull the two programs, mental health department, mental health authority, and then the neglected tropical diseases program in Ghana Health Service together, so that we can have an integrated tool. And if a patient appears in any health facility in Ghana, we'll be able to assess the person's mental health status and also treat the person of the neglected tropical disease, because the neglected tropical diseases come with a lot of psychosocial things. They come with a lot of pain, they affect poor people with skin condition that comes with a lot of stigma. So because of the stigma, it creates a lot of psychosocial issues for even families.
Director of the Institute of Health Research at UHAS, Professor Alexander Asante, emphasized that research must directly impact life. He noted that NTDs such as elephantiasis and leprosy are closely linked to poverty and stigma, factors that often worsen mental health and outcome among affected persons.
Research should not be done just for the purpose of doing research, but it must impact lives. If we are doing research that do not impact the lives of Ghanaians, and has policy relevance, then we are just wasting time and wasting money. And so this is one of the key research that we believe is going to touch lives. Neglected tropical diseases, especially those that have skin manifestation like elephantiasis, where you see people with very big legs, and then leprosy, have been neglected and are always associated with poverty.
Head of the research unit at the Advance Foundation, Anna Jenner, reaffirmed her organization's commitment as a project's main founder. She highlighted the importance of implementation research in strengthening person-centered care and improving the quality of life for people affected by NTDs.
University of Health and Allied Science, as many other health and research institutions in Ghana and in Africa, has enough potential to do huge research interventions and a research project as this one. Implementation research is very important because it can lead to changes to people affected by neglected tropical diseases, and we do believe that strengthening this person-centered care, getting together the mental health.
For details of these stories and more, log on to metrotvonline.com. My name is Gota Lois Atibe, and this is From the Region.
Mr. Speaker, the goal for reserve policy, what they have failed to tell Ghanaians is that the Bawumia that they attack, Mr. Speaker, the Bawumia that they attack, the Bawumia that you attacked is the brainchild of this policy. Mr. Speaker, I would want to urge the government, give to Bawumia what belongs to Bawumia. And Mr. Speaker, we are happy they are showing a picture, trying to embarrass the former finance minister. We've seen, but very soon, let me assure you that somebody, a senior appointee who is in charge of this tribe net, would go to jail. So the one behind tribe net, the one who introduced tribe net to the ministry, who is chopping money, Mr. Speaker, we are happy you are showing. Very soon we'll bring a picture. Then you will see the one in charge of tribe net duping innocent Ghanaians, duping the unemployed youths. There are many youth who are looking for jobs, and this tribe net with the connivance of an appointee of government.
And chance here the border so and never form cement will form rocks will form and never want the brand and the boy and intimacy dino and the year of your mama by Nadama. And people before say, I'm going to from where the normal pension. Never almost any intimate points in and one sack to an intimate and another woman. I hear for me to say, I know I had great champion, yet to make Tom my I'm not good for it. I'm not good for it. And the other people come by it. Yeah, the man again. I'm going to be a bit. It's a strong there. I'm going to put them.
Markets are empty. They are having the goods all right, but people can buy. It's not because of anything. Because the liquidity position is not the best. So that is the true state of our economy. We don't feel it in the pocket. So if you don't feel it in the pocket, what happens? Then it affects every sector of the economy. And that is what we are talking about.
Today, Mr. Speaker, I can say to you with confidence, Ghana is back. Ghana is working again. and Ghana is open for business. The fundamentals are improving, and the path to sustained acceleration is very clear to everyone. From the outset, we resolved to choose discipline over waste, reform over excuses, and stability over speculation. As a responsible government, our first order of business was to halt the economic hemorrhaging and restore order to our public finances. We tightened expenditure and commitment controls. We improved payables reporting and conducted a comprehensive audit of 2024 commitments to restore credibility and discipline. Mr. Speaker, these measures have begun to deliver some of the most remarkable economic outcomes in decades. Today, Mr. Speaker, I can say to you with confidence, Ghana is back. Ghana is working again. And Ghana is open for business. The fundamentals are improving, and the path to sustained acceleration is very clear to everyone. From the outset, we resolved to choose discipline over waste, reform over excuses, and stability over speculation. As a responsible government, our first order of business was to halt the economic hemorrhaging and restore order to our public finances. We tightened expenditure and commitment controls. We improved payables reporting and conducted a comprehensive audit of 2024 commitments to restore credibility and discipline. Mr. Speaker, these measures have begun to deliver some of the most remarkable economic outcomes in decades. Today, Mr. Speaker, I can say to you,
the call on the government to have harnessed corruption in the recruitment of the security agencies again became the focus of discussion during proceedings on the first business statement, where the minority leader officially withdrew his claims of corrupt practices and apologized to the House.
I would want to state categorically that contrary to the insufficient discussion on this matter, and I would want to state categorically that contrary to the impression he had that I specifically made allegations against him which injures his reputation, Mr. Speaker, I would not do that specifically to hurt him or his ministry. And if, Mr. Speaker, the text of my concerns reflected so, it is hereby accordingly withdrawn. And, Mr. Speaker, as colleagues, when a member feels strongly about a statement which is unintended, the right thing to do is to withdraw and apologize to him. Mr. Speaker, I proceed to do so and to assure him that concerns that would arise out of any matter shall be properly be brought to his attention. But on this matter, as I've said before, I will repeat it for Hansa, that anything related to him or his ministry is withdrawn. And again, apologies to him. Mr. Speaker, that said, I leave matters to rest.
Yes. Thank you very much, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, it is painful to be wrongly accused or your action to be misconstrued and be labeled differently from the intention that you have, especially when it's connoted with criminality and heavy wrongdoing. Mr. Speaker, I've had a great privilege of serving in leadership in this House, probably with a greater respect and with all humility to my colleagues. For those of us sitting in the chamber now, I have served in leadership longer than anybody, and I'll be the last to thwart efforts of leadership in trying to help run this House, except to say that, colleagues, remember most of the times I keep saying, please, let's respect each other.
I will be the first to always say that fight for the right thing to be done. Make sure that wrong things are not done. But let's not do it as though we intend to destroy each other. I am heavily hurt. I'm heavily worried. But who am I to say that if a colleague acts using the same spot or the same microphone in the same chamber, now comes back to say he has withdrawn and is apologizing? Who am I to say that I'm going to play God and I will not accept it? I accept it wholeheartedly, and I pray that this guides all of us, myself, the hardworking service commanders that I have, the hardworking staff at the ministry, for us to continue to do the right thing, and to also assure the minority leader and the minority and the whole house that if there are anything that they think needs our attention, we'll be more than happy to look at them and address them. But I want to thank you, Mr. Speaker, because even if we go to privileges and a member that you are referring to privileges goes there to say that I'm sorry for all that I've said, it ends the matter. So if leadership in your wisdom and in the wisdom of the minority leader apologizes and withdraws, who am I to say I will not accept? My only plea, Mr. Speaker, is that if it is possible to expound that from our records, that will be most useful, so that we expound it from our records so that it's like it never existed. And if the debate or the comments made yesterday in any way was also hardship and the House decided that both or all that should be expanded, I think that may do all of us a lot of good. I thank you so much, Mr. Speaker, for the opportunity.
The minority leader of those statements made during the State of the Nation address, and also following the acceptance by the Minister of Interior, I would order that the referral to the Privileges and Immunities Committee for examination, inquiry, and reports is accordingly withdrawn. I will further direct that those words complained about said by the minority leader and complained about by the minority leader is accordingly ordered to be expunged from the record as if it does not exist. By so doing, the matter is put to rest. Yes.
I was expecting His Excellency John Dramani Mama to tell us the state of the welfare of teachers in this country. But Mr. Speaker, he failed. Mr. Speaker, one of the initiatives that they said they would do to improve the lives of teachers was that, Mr. Speaker, number one, we will abolish teacher examination and integrate the licensing process into final year examination of trainees. Mr. Speaker, where are we now? Today.
We talk too much and we complain too much, and most times when we even get the opportunity, we hardly make any meaningful changes. You must realize that there's no time in history than now that you have a unique moment and opportunity to assert and assume leadership. And you must realize that leadership to a large extent is not bestowed, it's not handed over to you. You must prepare yourself for leadership and be able to accept it. There's vacuum, leadership vacuum in Africa. In the public sector, there is. In the private sector, there is. And that leader can be you. And should, in fact, be yourselves.
Government is broke, But people are spending billions to go inside the government that is broke. Have you ever seen a minister who resigned because government is broke before? Government has no money. Have you ever seen a governor who said, ladies and gentlemen, when I was elected, I thought the government had money. Now I discover government has no money, I resign. Have you ever seen it? Government has no money, but they are bringing money out at election time. Where is that money coming from? So they are lying. What is happening is that there are two types of wicked people in government. Type 1, they eat current money. Any money they find in government, they will eat it. They are wicked about that one. There is type 2. Type 2, they eat current money and future money. They will say, my term will end next year. When I leave, how will I eat money? Let me borrow money now and borrow money of the future and eat it now.
All right. Good morning, and thank you very much for joining the show. This is Good Morning Ghana on Metro Television. My name is Aldo Moro. Today is the 1st of March 2026, and this is the day the Lord has made. Indeed, we're glad in it, and I want to say big thanks to you for being a loyal, a very committed viewer or listener of the show. We really appreciate, and I want to thank you very, very much for making time. The show starts at 7 and ends at 9:55. I want to say that Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi ta'ala wa barakatuh. I want to say big thanks to Almighty God for making it possible for us to return here and join the nation's conversation on the big issues that are making the rounds in our dear country, Ghana. Remember that this show is also live on 94.1 FM on your radio dial, so please tell a friend to tell a friend to tell a friend. So I'll go straight ahead and look at what the newspapers are reporting on their various front pages today. Daily Graphic this morning says inflation improves to 3.3% in February, its 14th straight decline. Parliamentary work to be decentralized according to Speaker, and there's 52 students receive President's Independence Day Awards. And there's 2 months after revised VAT, COVID-19 levy on invoices, flat rate also lingers. The GRA tells consumers to insist paying only 20%. And the Daily Graphic is reminding you or informing you that on 6th of March, which is tomorrow, there'll be special supplement on Independence Day. There's 52 students also received President's Independence Day Awards. That's on the front page of today's Daily Graphic. Let me now look at what the Daily Post is also reporting. It says that Ghana Medical Trust Fund swears in entity tender committee, charges members to uphold integrity and protect public purse. There's a government introduces community service bill to replace prison sentences for minor offenders. Kokobo Deputy CEO appointment rebuttal dismisses conflict of interest claims as baseless. Daily Guide. Government lays community service bill in Parliament. Baumia Samira in Saudi Arabia, no evacuation aid. Mamprobi Polyclinic baby thief gets 200,000 cedis bail. Man jailed 3 years for illegal hunting. And as EPA intercepts 1,070 Shamfa machines at Tema Port. The Daily Searchlight. Apanyomaking apologizes over recruitment blanter. I don't know why he calls it blatter. But anyway, it says the Bamia and Samira's distress in the Middle East. Who is lying? Clocksack battles proposal to make controller independent. Professor Fuako drags GCTU to High Court over unlawful removal. That's on the front page of today's Daily Searchlight. The Metro Lens says that NHIA registers 3,000 plus in Volta at day 1 of PCR for UHC market debits. Minority caucus storms cocoa farms over price cuts. The Business and Financial Times. NCA moves to remove NGIC's 5G exclusivity clause to boost competition. Inflation slows to 3.3% in February, extends to 14th month decline. There's resetting urban transport critical to productivity. That's according to Malco Fajinu. That's with the newspapers that I have for today. Let me now check out what the online portals are also reporting. So start with Major Online. Major Online says the MPA didn't scrap fuel discounts. It corrected an error. Oil Marketing Chamber, called ECEO. There's Ghana ST Kits and Navy sign a visa exemption agreement for ordinary passport holders. Now, record inflation levels can be attributed to prudent management of economy, BOG Governor. City Newsroom says a charcoal plantain and school fees drive Ghana's 3.3% inflation in February. There's $100 million needed for petroleum hub land compensation, according to Dr. Tony Obin. Nimue Thompson and Nkrumah's tough decision saved Ghana from disintegration. And as Nimue Thompson says, renaming Kotoka International Airport was the right decision. Ghana Web. I'm heavily hurt. Watch Muntake's reaction to Apenyomakin's apology. How UK-based Ghanaian rapper was arrested in front after escaping jail twice. And the SONA 2026 from crisis to recovery policy pathways for resetting Ghana's economy. Mohamed Kudus is underrated Tottenham Hotspur midfielder Xavi Simons. Now, let me go to metrotvonline.com. Bami and wife safe as aid clarifies Qatar travel. That's also Antoine Semenyo scores again as Manchester City draw 2-2 with Nottingham Forest. There's don't underrate Panama in 2026 World Cup. Lai Kingston to Black Stars. Karim Zito fails return Kotoko's Toyota Fortuna amid ongoing compensation dispute. And as US approves construction of Bill Gates back nuclear reactor in Weiming. So that's it for the newspaper and the online review. Please stay with us. Don't go anywhere. Keep watching Good Morning Ghana on Metro Television.
Tanumo onunchoni ha odangma kiechele wekun oni anutumo osole moji ake obawo nani aya baba shushu. Amen.
Start your kids' day the right way, filled with confidence to take on any challenge. Pepsodent Kids contains the right amount of fluoride and sugar acid protection to care for their developing gums and teeth. Grab either orange or strawberry so they brush with the sweet flavor they love morning and evening. Pepsodent Kids, giving your children a bright smile for a brighter future.
I'm a branch manager. Of course, I accept only quality and affordable printed souvenirs for my promotional campaigns.
I'm the head of academic affairs of a very important institution in Ghana. Of course, we only deal with quality, reliable printing companies for our institution's printing materials. I'm talking about appointed time printing.
Appointed Time Printings. We take pride in our extensive print scope that transform your ideas into captivating visual masterpieces. We delve into the core objectives and vision of each print project. Precision printing is at the heart of our printing process as we meet your tight deadlines. Our rigorous inspection, color verification, and overall printing excellence are assured. 20 years of printing excellence. It's always a pleasure working with you to create a vibrant, dazzling printing experience that gives you a masterpiece. Appointed Time Printing, your world of quality and affordable printing.
Hello my friends, my name is Kelkit Toothpaste. Wow. I was made to be gentle on your gum but protected. I will protect your teeth from cavity, make your teeth whiter, stronger, keep your mouth fresh all day. And best of all, I'm strawberry flavored. So put on a smile and try me.
That's amazing.
Just try me. That's my job.
If you say so, jump on my brush. Makes your teeth stronger, chicky whiter, chicky stronger. Yay! You did it!
I'm glad you like your new toothpaste. Don't forget to brush both day and night.
Kelkits, happy smile.
changing, so should you. If you're dreaming, don't be afraid. I'm in the valleys. Keep your head up high. Dare to dream with Puma drinks. Yeah, believe it, you can achieve. Oh yeah, clap your hands for the whole new vibe. Make me start the blue. Oh yeah, come alive. Let me hear you.
Puma drinks, a whole new vibe. Another quality product from Casa Precon.
This advert is FDA approved.
MGL Logistics and Supply is your trusted partner, providing seamless solutions for all your procurement needs. From sourcing products to managing imports and exports, we ensure smooth and efficient transactions every step of the way. Whether you require goods from across the globe or need assistance in exporting your products to international markets, we got you covered. General trading is at the heart of our expertise. We specialize in a wide range of products, catering to various industries and markets. As a trusted dealership in building materials, we provide high-quality products that meet the demands of our construction projects. Additionally, we act as manufacturers' representatives, connecting producers with distributors. Our expertise in logistics is the backbone of our operations. We plan and execute transportation and delivery of goods, ensuring they reach their destination on time and in optimal condition. MGO Logistics and Supply, guaranteed satisfaction.
The Ghana Trade Fair Company is proud to announce the most anticipated shopping event of the year, the Eid Al-Fitr Grand Sales 2026, from Wednesday 18th March to Monday 23rd March 2026 at the prestigious West Hills Mall. Discover stunning fashion, exquisite jewelry, luxurious fragrances, innovative gadgets, and beautiful homeware, all at incredible sales prices. Showcase your product to thousands of eager shoppers during this peak festive season. Register now for your best spot. Contact the Ghana Trade Fair Company Limited 0597 423 304 or 0244 469 451 or 050 2500 632. Fancy Gadam will be performing live at the fair. Celebrate it in style. Eid Al-Fitr Grand Sales 2026. Partners: Ghana Enterprise Agency, Ghana Export Promotion Authority. Media partners: UTV, Peace FM, Kasapa FM, Metro TV, Bina TV, Channel 1 TV, Joy FM.
Hello, my name is Audu Moro. I'm the host of Good Morning Ghana on Metro Television. So this Friday, please join me at the Ifwa Sutherland Park for the Kids in Worship with Funny Face, which is coming off at the Ifwa Sutherland Park once again, and the time is 9 a.m. Kids in Worship with Funny Face. I will be there, so be there too. Thank you very much.
Hoffentlich ist unser Studiopublikum der Messgrad dafür, dass wir ein Programm erwischt haben, das unseren jungen Freunden in Schweiz und Österreich gefällt. Und um die Stimmung nicht abreißen zu lassen, gleich weiter. Osibissa.
We are going, heaven knows where we are going, and we know within.
go. You are not now operate flat. Operate flat. Money seven, money two, boom, boom, boom. Ready. So go. You are not maintain.
All right, you're watching Good Morning Ghana on the Metro Television. The show is also live on 94.1 FM. My name is Audu Moro. My guest is here. In fact, they are here. One of them is seated, the other one is taking his seat. And so, well, the conversation will kickstart. Now, he's a man who hasn't been here in a while, but he's a very fiery, a very interesting, very knowledgeable member of parliament. And I think the last time he was here must have been about 2 or 3 months ago. But he's made time to join us out of his very, very busy schedule. I'm talking about the man David Theophilos Dominic Vondi, who is the MP for Trifo Atimokwa. He's representing the NDC. David, good morning.
Good morning, my brother.
How are you?
God is good. We're fine.
Yeah.
How are you too?
I'm fine, thank you.
Yeah.
And I hope the family is fine and everybody's
good.
okay.
Kids are in school. And we're fine.
Right.
We're fine.
How is the constituency?
Yeah, constituency is fine. Trifo Atimokwa is doing well. And let me use this opportunity to greet the good people of Trifo Atimokwa, especially the NDC fraternity, the chairman of the party, the DC, Isaac Yosen, and the women organizer, Madam Confidence, and everybody. I mean, the two chiefs, paramount chiefs in the constituency. My constituency is seated in 2 paramouncies. We have the Trifo, paramountcy, and then we have the Mokwa paramountcy. Let me use this opportunity to greet them. And the police commander, they're all doing so well. These days, things are really getting better by the greatest grace of God. There's a young man in the constituency who does almost everything I do. I mean, my infrastructure works and all that. His name is Yao Sharp Asante. And my greatest respect to him. And thank him very much for leaving all his busy schedules to attend to mine. It's absolutely awesome. And I think it is good to recognize him,
right?
For that. And good morning to you and my mom, Professor Nana Opoku Ajiman, who is the Vice President of the Republic of Ghana, and everybody, NDC. Thank you very much.
And I'm sure that you'll definitely be leaving for your constituency for tomorrow's big event, which is the 6th March Independence Parade, isn't it?
Absolutely.
Typically, how do you people celebrate it?
Yeah. I mean, so predominantly our constituency is a farming, area, but
does that include cocoa?
Absolutely. I mean, we do
really
very big cocoa in our constituency. I'm a cocoa farmer myself.
You're a cocoa farmer yourself?
Yeah, I mean, I grow cocoa myself.
Are your cocoa farmers complaining about
absolutely
what the minority terms as a
it is not only the cocoa farmers that are complaining. I think the entire world who has something to do with cocoa is complaining. Once you take cocoa, Milo, chocolate, and all that, everybody's complaining. That I have said that you can't put anything on nothing. I mean, what is right is right, what is wrong is wrong. We've gotten to a stage where we got to do what we did. His Excellency Mahama's idea about cocoa issues is the best. And as much as I empathize with the cocoa farmers and myself, I wish I go to the PC and the purchasing clerk and my cocoa beans are purchased at 10,000 Ghana cedis a bag. But the point is where we are now. We all know that we do little with cocoa in our country. I mean, the maximum dependent on cocoa is what we take outside and sell to the international community. And the market is actually down now. Today, if you check the cocoa price, you'll be seeing around 3,600 thereabout. So I mean, how do you sustain that trade if you have to go continuously borrow money to come and purchase what you cannot sustain? It is painful. It is very, painful. But, I mean, we must take a decision that will help us tomorrow. A decision that will help the farmer tomorrow, a decision that will help this country tomorrow. I think the conversation about cocoa is what His Excellency Mahama, started. How do we rather turn the cocoa beans into a useful commodity in our own country? How do we build, processing plants to be able to process the cocoa ourselves and be able to purchase the cocoa with our Ghana city? That's the conversation. I think that's where the conversation should be starting from. I think that we all are guilty. We've been in Ghana for too long without turning the cocoa bean into a useful commodity, if you like, a finished product. And so we've been here with the MPP before, just yesterday, few days ago, they were in government. We knew what happened when the cocoa was selling at $9,000 in the world market, at the time where the dollar was 16, 17 Ghana cedis to a dollar.
We have some time to talk about.
Okay, so those are the things that,
issues.
for me,
you're telling me about your constituency and how you intend to celebrate tomorrow's.
So the celebration, we definitely will engage the school-going kids.
Okay.
But we're not going to keep them under the sun for too long. It happens very early morning by 7 a.m. We gather school children to celebrate and to remember the sacrifices that our forefathers, went through, and why we're here today, and to talk to the kids why it is important to learn, why it's important to spend their days in school, and also to, remember, thank the people of Chifoetimokwa, especially the farmers who put food on our tables every day. I mean, the market women who go to the market and sell, the teachers who go to the classrooms and teach our kids, the doctors, the nurses, everybody, government workers, individuals who are doing their own businesses, who are running their shops, I know my brother, Frank, he's running one of the biggest, retail provision shops in our constituency, Chufupra. So, my heart goes out to him. These are people we celebrate. These are people we're trying to put one or two together to form a meaning. You're talking about mothers who are doing everything they can to put food on tables of their children, fathers who are fathering properly, who are paying school fees, who are taking care of their kids, who go around their farms to weed and to do whatever it is. I remember when my dad was alive, my dad did everything it takes to put us where we are now. We were not so privileged in coming from a very rich home, but we were good because our parents were so successful in the little they do. I remember my mom would go to the market and make sure that everything that it takes to pay our school fees, she will do. I see a lot of people like that in our constituency today, where they try to put food on tables of their kids and making sure that I think that they got to be celebrated. We see people, the nurses who go to hospitals to go and perform work throughout the night, in as much as it is important to recognize that some of them need to be talked to. I see very fine nurses who go to the hospitals to work, the doctors who stay overnight, tutors who stay overnight to mark assignment and to teach our kids in the morning. We celebrate all of them, and it is important to realize that all these things are things that makes us Ghanaians. Ghanaians who believe in Ghana, Ghanaians who believe that tomorrow is better than today, Ghanaians who keep dreaming, Ghanaians who believe that our dreams will be realized. And so Chifoetimokwa will celebrate tomorrow. We'll remember that we're Ghanaians, and we'll remember where we were and where we came from. Those who actually brought coup, who toppled the governance of Dr. Kwame Nkrumah. It is so fresh in our memory. We remember, we see them. Boldly waiting for signal for Dr. Kwame Nkrumah to give us a signal as to how to treat them. But hey, what Ghanaians, we moved on. I believe that we are thankful to His Excellency John Dramani Mahama today. Our constituency is receiving a lot of attention from government. Very soon, agro-processing center has been, earmarked to come, which of course will help the farmers there, because we do a lot of farming, cocoa, plantain, cassava, maize, they name them. Like I said, predominantly our Chifoetimokwa is a farming community. And I think things are getting better with us. So tomorrow we'll celebrate the successes, and we'll also, begin to remember things that we went through under some government where we have to buy petrol, a liter for 23 cedis and all that. Thanks to God, we're out of that, and that's a perfect liberation, and we're celebrating tomorrow. So it's not a celebration of independence alone from 1966, right? No, we're celebrating independence again, that we were liberated from the hands of people who gave all our forest reserves for mining and passed legislation to go mine in our forest reserves. We are liberated from people who took our city to a junk, our economy to a junk state, and today we are out of it. We are celebrating the liberation that we've been liberated from those economic difficulties. Buying fuel so expensive, very difficult, cost of living was very unbearable. So tomorrow is another celebration of independence. And we thank God, and we thank His Excellency John Dramani Mahama for a very excellent leadership. Today, Ghana is back, and Ghana is working again. So we're celebrating tomorrow, my brother.
So what essentially you're saying is that tomorrow's Independence Day is not about what happened on the 6th of March 1957, but it's more to do with the liberation that Ghanaians enjoyed on account of what happened on the 7th of December 2024. That's what it means to you. That's the point you're making.
See, it is important to realize that 1957 is way back. We have it in our memory. It's our history. We cannot forget. But we see traces of same 1957. Those who toppled the Kwame Nkrumah's government. We saw it in their ruling the past 8 years. We saw those traces again, and we saw the difficulties that it took us in, and we saw what happened. And that we've been liberated again by the NDC, His Excellency John Dramani Mahama. And so as we celebrate the independence, we also celebrate the fact that we're out of the wolves of, Akufo-Addo's government, and we see them no more. It's important to realize that, my brother. Very important. Yeah.
Okay. So, happy Independence Day in advance.
Thank you. Thank you.
Okay. There's this. I noticed that I'm sure you've made the same observation that the minority has been touring some cocoa farms and interacting with cocoa farmers. I don't know, Bright, you have some of the videos. We can show some of those videos and get the Honourable Member of Parliament to share his thoughts on that. But the good thing is that he's also a cocoa farmer. And so perhaps he will give us some very, very useful insights as far as this matter is concerned. So Bright, if you have those videos, please let's play those videos, and we would then kickstart our conversation on this matter. Okay. All right. So I guess that I'm told that the videos will be played shortly. But whilst let me just let me bring you this let me just tell you, just by way of an update on what the minority has been up to, and just to sort of put the conversation in its right perspective. All right. So this one here is what has been reported on today's Ghana Web, and it says the Minority Chief Whip, Frank Anodompre, has led members of the Minority Caucus in Parliament on a tour of cocoa growing communities in the eastern region. The visit follows the government's recent reduction in cocoa producer prices, a decision that has generated concern among farmers and attracted strong criticism from the minority. Government officials have attributed the price adjustment to declining global cocoa prices, maintaining that the decision reflects prevailing international market conditions. Now, however, Anodompre and his colleagues argue that the move places an undue burden on farmers who are already contending with rising input costs and economic hardship. During engagement with cocoa farmers, the Minority Chief Whip described the reduction as a rip-off and insisted that producers should not shoulder the full impact of global price fluctuations. He contended that instead of reducing the producer price, the government should consider offering a bailout to cushion farmers and safeguard the cocoa sector. Accompanying Anodon Prayer on the tour, Kwabena Ocheda Humenta, Kojo Ponkroma, Ezekiel Poku, Michael Edu, Seth Ose, Akoto Samiuku, Samaloku as we call him, Ida Ajua Asiedu, Laurette, Koko Asante, Alexander Kwesiakwa Charles Esiako Oredu. The Minority Caucus maintains that it will continue to advocate policies that will protect cocoa farmers and ensure the long-term sustainability of the industry. So, and they have said that they intend to do more of these visits because for as long as they believe the cocoa farmer has not been fairly treated, they will continue to advocate. It doesn't matter how long it takes. The only thing that's going to stop them is when the cocoa farmers call them and tell them that, you know what, you've done your bit, it's okay, we're fine. That's the only thing that's going to stop them. But otherwise, they intend to do this for the longest possible time. Is this something that you on the majority side are worried with? And I mean, why aren't you also going on a similar tour to some cocoa farm and farmers and interacting with them and asking them whether they agree with some of this, what the other cocoa farmers are saying?
Well, thank you very much. You see, the behavior, the character that have been demonstrated by the MPP, the micro insignificant minorities in Parliament, is becoming worrying. And I think that the earlier they take the Ghanaian people serious, the better it will be for all of us. I asked one question, and I hope that Richard will come here as the, one who is coming to talk for them here today. So they tell me, any of them listening or watching us should be able to pick a phone. They should call into the show and tell me that if they were in government today, given the international price, the world market price of cocoa, looking at the fact that our CD today is doing well, the exchange rate is now around 10, 11, thereabouts, how much will they be buying a bag of cocoa from the farmer? I would want them to call into this show because I know most of them are watching. They should call into this show and tell the Ghanaians the truth from their heart, that if they were in government today, looking at the world market price, looking at the exchange rate today, how much will they be buying one bag of cocoa from the farmer? And you know what? If you trace our history, if you know what they've done to the Ghanaian farmers, okay, I can predict how much they will be buying cocoa if they were in government today. We were in this country, my brother, where in 2016, before we left government, His Excellency Mahama was giving cocoa farmers free fertilizers. In my constituency, we saw trucks of fertilizers that came to our constituency that were shared to farmers free of charge. It is clear, everybody knew it, everybody saw it, it happened. That was when we were in government. So we tried to give the cocoa farmer some level of relief. Or so many, farming inputs were given, the spraying machines, the chemicals and all that. And the fertilizers were given to the Ghanaian farmer free of charge. We saw MPP administration came to government and decided to sell the fertilizers that even on the fertilizers that were written not for sale, they sold those fertilizers to the Ghanaian farmers at the cost of 80 Ghana cedis per bag. That's what they did to Ghanaians. Then, recently before they left government, 2024, the world market price of cocoa saw a very high price. Significantly, the price of cocoa rose in the world markets to about $90 per ton. At that time, the Ghana cedi to a dollar was 16.5 to a dollar.
Okay.
Now, if you do the calculation, my brother, a bag of cocoa in Ghana cedi was selling in the international market more than 9,000 Ghana cedis. How much did the MPP government give the Ghanaian cocoa farmer? The MPP government divided the 9,000 into 3 and gave 1 portion to the cocoa farmer. And the MPP government kept 2. So what they did was to give the cocoa farmer 3,100. So we complained. We said, given all those factors constant, and looking at the situation at the time, the price of cocoa at the international market, if we were in government at that time, we were going to divide the cocoa price into 3, and we're going to give 2 portions to the Ghanaian farmer. Because I know how to farm cocoa. I am a cocoa farmer. I know the difficulties we go through in farming cocoa. So we're going to give the bigger portions of the money to the cocoa farmer. Okay? And I thought that was a sensible thing to do. And we would have done that if we were in government at the time. And I still believe in that concept. Fast forward. What are we seeing today? What we are seeing today is that the world market price of cocoa is less than $4,000 per ton. We are seeing our Ghanaian cedi appreciating against the dollar, which of course today we see Ghana cedi 11 cedis to $1. So when you put $3,600 against the 11 cedi to $1, you don't get anything more than 40,000 for the whole ton. Divide that by 16, you will realize that 2,580 something that were given to the Ghanaian farmer is more than 100% of how much the cocoa is being sold in the international, the world markets. Their time, they gave a Ghanaian less than 40% of the price they got. We're giving Ghanaians more than 100% of how much was selling the cocoa in the international market. Then these same crop of people would go to the farmer, go to the bushes, go and perpetrate propaganda, telling the Ghanaian farmer that, oh, we love you. Oh, we are with you. What a beautiful day if we're in government. I want them to call into this studio, giving all the narrations and the scenario, giving all the history, and when they were in government, how they treated the Ghanaian farmer. I want them to call into this studio and tell us if they were in government today, how much they were going to pay the Ghanaian farmer. So these are a crop of people. Look, I tell you what, I have nice friends in the MPP. In their own individual, Kojo Nkrumah is a very nice young man. I remember when he was with your sister station, Joy FM, morning show. I was always listening to Kojo Nkrumah. He's a nice person. When he goes to the studio to interview people and all that. This is gerrymander at the time. It's difficult to even know which political affiliation he belongs to and all that. So I like him. He's a nice man. He's a friend. There are so many other, people, Befi, for example, is a good friend. But the moment they get together, okay, the moment individually they get together to pursue an agenda called NPP agenda, and you wish them well, then you are dangerous to this country's development. You see, because that thought, that idea, that philosophy, if you like, that agenda to perpetrate very horrible, very, very hardship just to take Ghanaians to a very difficulties of their governance to make sure that they alone benefit and don't care about what happened to the Ghanaian people, is what they do when they get together as political party called MPP to pursue MPP agenda. Otherwise, why will you know the truth and then begin to go to the Ghanaian farmers and disrespect them, disrespecting the Ghanaian farmer and telling them a lie, all because you want to make a political point that in itself do not exist? Such individuals, such people are dangerous. They are.
I don't know whether the videos are ready, but if we play the video, you will see cocoa farmers in their interaction with some members of the minority complaining. In fact, they complain of two things: that the funds that the government said it has released, okay, for the payment of their crop or their cocoa beans has not reached them. Obviously, we know that the LBCs will pay, the LBCs will go and pay them through their clerks. That hasn't happened. That's what some of these cocoa farmers that the minority is interacting with are telling us. And the second issue they're saying is that what they were promised is not what they've been given. Now, they don't want to hear anything about the price of the crop on the international market. They don't care about inflation. They don't care about the fact that the CD is now around 11, CDs, the CD is now about 11 also to the dollar. They don't care about those things. All that they care about is that they were promised a certain amount. They've been giving 1,000 CDs less than that amount. So pay us that difference. That for them is what, according to the minority and the interaction with the cocoa farmers, are telling us. So how do you respond to that? So these are not, unless of course you have evidence to show that the people they have been the people they are interacting with are not cocoa farmers.
Okay, so I think that the monies that are due the cocoa farmers, I have no all facts that have not been paid to them.
Okay.
If the truth is that cocoa farmers have not been paid, I think that they must be paid. There's no two ways about that.
Okay.
And I don't think anybody in our government is deciding not to pay the cocoa farmer. I think that the cocoa farmers deserve to be paid. They will be paid. Some of them have been paid. So much money have been released, and most of them have been paid. I think that the few that are not yet been paid will be paid. Under no circumstances will any cocoa farmer be left without being paid. They will be paid, they have been paid, and the payment will continue.
Okay.
Now the point is this. I am saying to you that going to the farm to tell the cocoa farmer that, hey, they promised you, the NDC promised you that they were going to give you 6,500 without telling the cocoa farmer the whole truth, that when we were in government, we were cheating you. We were giving you 30% of how much we're getting. But the NDC is giving you more than 100%, giving all the downturn factors that we see, all the difficulties that we're going through, all the prices of cocoa that is gone down today, without telling them that, but only going to them to tell them that the NDC promised you to give you 6,500, without telling them that our promise was based on the fact that at that time, the price of cocoa was more than 9,000 per bag in the world market. That is disingenuous. That is really not telling the truth, and that's what I'm saying. It's a demonstration of a character that is deceitful. It's a nation breaking, a nation destruction attitude that is being perpetrated by these people. Why won't you go and tell them the truth?
Why do you think that or why do you believe that it is the MPP that is instigating these farmers and not the farmers themselves who have called members of the minority and have told them what their concerns and their problem is? In fact, I heard Kojo Ponkroma, who's the MP for Fasa Iribi, who was explaining that he, of Fasa Iribi, is largely a cocoa farming area. Now, he is a messenger of the people who live there. So if the people have a problem, who must they go and talk to?
My
They
brother.
must talk to him.
My
And that's
brother.
why he's paid them a visit.
Could you have been...
And the visit he's paid them was to establish three things. One, government says it will pay you. Has the government paid you? Two, what is the how do they feel about the government's proposal in terms of what they're paying them as their farm gate price? And there's a third one which has escaped me. But he explicitly stated his objectives. In fact, the objectives of the minority for visiting the cocoa farmers. So from that narrative, what essentially he's telling you is that it is not the cocoa farmers who, it is not the minority who are instigating it, as you are suggesting, and that the cocoa farmers have called on them. They are inundating their phones with calls and asking them to come and rescue them, and that's why they are there. You don't don't believe them?
Well, that is not true. I mean, with the
How do you
greatest
know it
of
is not
respect. You remember when they claimed cocoa farmers wanted to demonstrate? You saw on social media where they gather all these people from. They buzzed them people who were giving money to go there, who have never seen cocoa leaves before and nor seen cocoa beans before, join the demonstration because the MPP buzzed them and brought them, you know. So these are the people we're talking about. You see, again, I am not for once suggesting that the reduction in cocoa price is anything to be celebrated. I am not saying that. I am saying that even me, I'm a cocoa farmer. My constituents, they know that I'm a cocoa farmer. I have cocoa farms. Okay, so if I go to the PCs and my cocoa is being purchased, a bag for 10,000 Ghana cedis, I'll be very happy because that will give me a lot of money. Recently, I got some 20 bags of cocoa, and if it was 10,000 per bag, I was going to get about 200,000, isn't it? Everybody will be happy. But the point is that we do not do so much with our cocoa in our country. The dependence, over-dependence of our cocoa being taken to the international market and, you know, getting money from the international markets to come and pay Ghanaian farmers is what is bringing us all these. The conversation is what His Excellency Mahama is starting. The conversation to build a cocoa processing plant, a plant that will turn majority of our cocoa into a useful state, into a product that is finished product, is what we should be talking about, okay? And I'll give you a typical example. Because the reduction of cocoa is not anything to be celebrated, and everybody will feel hurt, the Ghanaian farmer will feel hurt. The moment you go to them, okay, to begin to agitate, to begin to speak to them, supporting the fact that their cocoa beans were not supposed to be reduced, the prices were not supposed to be reduced, because it's not a state of joy. They themselves may buy into that lies that you go there to tell them. I am saying that the NPP MPs knows the truth. They should tell the Ghanaian farmer the truth.
Honorable, if I'm a cocoa farmer and I'm expecting a certain amount of money to be paid in by the government, and the government gives me reasons why they can't pay me that amount, and it's short by some 1,000 Ghana cedis, do you need the minority to go and tell the people that what they're expecting they haven't been given?
So why are they going?
These are the lived experiences of the people.
I am saying that why are they going? Because they go there to instigate the farmers.
Okay, we'll take
and
a short
they
break.
go there to lie to the farmers.
Okay, let's take a short break.
That's what they're doing.
Let's take a short break. You're watching Good Morning Ghana on Metro Television. Please stay with us.
Are you a headmaster, headmistress, Parent, teacher, or an educator looking for high-quality textbooks for preschool, primary, and junior high school students, look no further than Advocate Publishing Company. Advocate Publishing Company is a leading publisher of educational materials in Ghana that publishes very engaging, interactive, and comprehensive textbooks that meet the needs of students, teachers, and parents. Our textbooks are thoroughly published to make learning fun and easy. They are also designed to stimulate critical thinking, problem solving, and creativity in students. Make Advocate Publishing your preferred choice for all your educational needs. Explore our range of textbooks and educational resources. Visit us at the old GNTC yard near Kingsway, Accra. You can contact us on 0503 786 776 or 02408 06354, also 0531 600 and connect with us on Instagram, X, and Facebook at Advo Publishing. Don't settle for less. Choose the best. Advocate Publishing Company, empowering young minds one textbook at a time. Thinking publishing, think Advocate Publishing.
Yes, next. Hey, Nadia Benson.
Me didn't tum. Mr. Friendly Calico, just call me cockroach. Now, Mr. Friendly once now. Hey, is that you? Improve car. Yeah. Captain Mosquito, double the action. Me did it, Sasso spray. Mr. Friendly Sasso quell. Yeah, go to my Sasso. Tum preko.
In my line of work, a confident smile is everything. Kel Charcoal Toothpaste keeps me on top of my game and ensures my smile is always radiant and bright.
With the tiring nature of my job, we spend several hours under the scorching sun. To keep our teeth white and our breath fresh all the time, we use none other than Kel Charcoal Toothpaste. Kel Charcoal Toothpaste. You're on a Kessie and in a kit one.
Samayo Kendini, who be here, Semetra Sapapadia to a mammy manful. Kel Charcoal's natural ingredients, and a bomb is so buying, and maniswing, and a sansu mama hoto so a will beg you.
Kel Charcoal Toothpaste. Choose Kel Charcoal Toothpaste for anti-cavity, whiter teeth, and fresher breath all day. Available in 80-gram and 150-gram. Grab yours today.
Kel, happy smile. This advert is FDA approved.
Healthy soil is where every great harvest begins. At ACAP, we turn waste into wealth, producing rich organic compost made right here in Ghana for our farmers and our future. Whether you are planting small or big, ACAP compost improves your soil, boosts your yields, and saves you money. Even in your own home garden, give your soil life naturally. ACAP compost, from waste to wealth.
March is Colorectal Cancer Awareness Month.
Have you attained 45 years and older? Notice blood in your stool, a family history of cancer? Then don't wait to have a colonoscopy. Early detection of cancer and effective treatment save lives.
There are weak points in the development and spread of cancers of the large bowel that we have control over to stop, to reduce the incidence and deaths from these cancers. Achieving this success depends on you and me. We are fully prepared. What about you?
Visit Mintuba Hospital and Coloproctology Center today or call us. Mintuba Hospital, First Ghana Colorectal Center, in to serve a peculiar health need.
with you. If you dreaming, don't be afraid. And in the valleys, keep your head up high. Dare to dream with Puma drinks. Yeah, believe it, you can achieve. Oh yeah, clap your hands for the whole new vibe. Make me start the blue. Oh yeah, come alive. Let me hear you.
Puma drinks, a whole new vibe. Another quality product from Casa Precon.
This advert is FDA approved.
When nations rise, it begins with bold conversations. When economies grow, it is driven by partnership. This April, Ghana's business and policy leaders converge at the Crew Business Forum 2026, the nation's premier platform for investment, enterprise, and economic transformation, with special guest of honor, His Excellency President John Dramani Mahama, joining captains of industry, financial institutions, investors, and entrepreneurs.
The Crew Business Forum is more than just an event. It is a call to action. And so let us work together to build a Ghana that is competitive, productive, and inclusive, and a Ghana that creates opportunities for all.
Come, let's engage in high-level dialogue, explore industry exhibitions, build powerful networks, and unlock real opportunities from finance and insurance to manufacturing, agribusiness, SMEs, and innovation. This is where it all happens. From the 3rd to the 5th of April 2026 at the Crew Convention Center, ATBA, go to www.crewbusinessforum.com and register now. To register for exhibitions, call 059 555 5885 or 059 555 5995. Crew Business Forum. Connect, promote, grow.
Funny face. Kids in worship with funny face on the 6th of March at our Children's Park, 9 a.m. Ka. 9 papa for babra, for uniabra, for biabra, new funny face, and boom in picture a radibium. Funny face is back again. We love that guy. Funny, I love you. I find someone come to support you. However, we are coming. So wherever you are, I'm inviting you. God bless you. See you. Bye bye.
You're watching Good Morning Ghana on Metro Television. Thank you very much for staying with us. I know you've not moved an inch. I'm grateful, or we're grateful for that. So also joining us is Mr. Richard Ahiagba, who is the Director of Communications of the MPP. He's also with us this morning. Very unusual of him. Today he didn't turn up on time. Very, very unusual of him. He tells me that he had a domestic challenge, but it's been sorted. We thank God. The most important thing is that he's alive and kicking and he's here with us. Because we like him, we love him, we cherish him, we value him. So yes, we thank God for being alive and kicking. Richard, good morning.
Morning, Moro.
And we hope you're doing very well.
Quite well.
How's the family?
Everybody's good.
Yeah. You look good in your fugu. Yes.
This is Thursday small plate.
Thursday small
not Wednesday.
Okay.
But of course, I think it's a good program. So this month, essentially, it's Ghana month. So
yes.
We will wear football attire.
Yes.
I'm surprised my brother is not wearing. Or he chose only to wear Wednesdays.
Was it a gift?
No, yesterday I was
it a gift?
I have someone who makes it for me out of Upper East.
In Accra?
Upper East.
Upper East, oh, okay.
I was in Fugu yesterday.
Oh, really?
Wednesday has now been declared Fugu Day, isn't it?
Yeah.
So President Mahama declared Wednesday Fugu Day.
Yes.
We will declare the whole month Fugu Day.
Fugu Day.
Yeah,
Fugu
month.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
I think it's good. It's a good way of creating employment for those who are engaged in that trade.
True.
Since President Mahama won't create any jobs for them,
Okay.
Our patronage will create jobs for them.
Okay.
That's why I went, to create opportunities.
Is your flag bearer and his wife safe? We're told that there's some, they've been stranded somewhere, whether it's in Qatar or Saudi Arabia, one of them. We're hearing all kinds of things. What's the situation?
Yeah. Well, good morning to you and to your viewers, to all my MPP folks, and to disappointed NDC people. I want to greet them this morning and say there's hope on the horizon, and the hope is who you are talking about, Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia. He's Ghana's Bawumia, and I'm really happy that you are concerned about his welfare and the wife. As you can, probably sure you read in the media, he's well. Him and the wife should be in Saudi Arabia today to perform their religious activities for why they went there, actually beginning today. Today is the 5th, correct?
Yes.
So they should be in Saudi Arabia today performing the holy activity in Saudi Arabia. So they are well and good. But as you know, this matter with Israel, America, and Iran is affecting quite a number of people, especially in the Arab states around Iran and in that region. So they're just one of many people stuck because of that misunderstanding between the three countries. But they are well and they are going about their activities safely. And we thank Ghanaians for showing concern about their welfare, and hopefully they'll be with us in Ghana very soon.
All right. Okay, I think that's the most important thing. I mean,
Yeah.
as Ghana's vice president, and it's also your flag bearer, we all must be concerned about what happens.
The incoming
to
president,
safety.
yeah.
So it's important that we follow up on that. So now that you have, now that you've assured that everything is fine, I guess that we can move
Largely,
on.
yes.
Okay, good. So before you joined us, we were discussing cocoa. Now, I raised the issue about the minorities' recent visit to some cocoa farmers and some of the complaints that they were making to them. And I asked about whether the government intends to do something about it, but that's what he was talking about before he moved to. So I'll allow him to land on his submission, and then I can bring you in. Yes.
So like I was saying, the conversation about cocoa is what, again, we were all guilty for not doing anything about cocoa, all this while.
Okay.
As government, His Excellency John Dramani Mahama is starting the debates and the discussion of cocoa and the future of cocoa very well. Building processing plants, doing so many reforms, trying to look at the world market, how it plays out, and how we can help the Ghanaian farmer who's a cocoa farmer. Don't take that little money and use it to buy chemicals, fertilizers, like the MPP did to them. I think that is where the conversation should go. And I think that is the best way. Because if we continue to depend on the international market, these issues will continue to come. But I'm happy that Richard is here. And Richard will help us to tell the Ghanaian farmer how much they will be paying for the Ghanaian cocoa farmer if they were in government today.
Okay.
And meeting the situation today, how much cocoa is selling in the international market today. Again, I am not happy. Nobody is happy. His Excellency John Dramani Mahama is not happy that our cocoa farmers receive how much they are receiving today. But he said you can't put anything on nothing. Again, I mean, what is right, what is wrong. Our dependence on the international markets, how much we sell our cocoa, is what is bringing us to this point. So the debate to look at alternative of dealing with cocoa issues is what we should be talking about.
All right.
But going to cocoa farmers to go and tell them what isn't truth. just because you want to score cheap political point, is being disingenuous. And I think that our people, the cocoa, and one thing we must know is this: people think that cocoa farmers are not enlightened. That's a lie.
Okay.
The cocoa farmers, we have well-educated cocoa farmers. I mean, I'm a cocoa farmer myself, and so we have. They understand the situation. They know sometimes when you go to a cocoa farmer and he's educating you about what's happening in the cocoa sector. Okay? So going there to, do all this propaganda, I don't think. Look at Cote d'Ivoire. They were comparing us. You remember Kojo Upon Nkrumah's statement about Cote d'Ivoire, that Cote d'Ivoire was buying the cocoa more than Ghana price and all that. When the reality stared at him, he decided to run away. How much is the cocoa price in Cote d'Ivoire today? The next season they are buying, the price they announced was 1,200 Ghana cedis. Okay, so the fact is that we need to have a conversation started by His Excellency Mahama, how we can reform the cocoa sector, how we can turn the cocoa beans into a useful commodity. And that's what we should be talking about.
All right.
By going to the cocoa farmers to, they understand the whole situation. They don't know where we're going. They support the government. And we'll go through it together, my brother.
All right. Richard. Your minority wing have promised, in fact, they have vowed what they term as a sustained parliamentary fight to secure the rightful earnings of cocoa farmers, because they believe that, and in fact, they said they will not relent, even if it takes them years to rescue what is, to restore what is due the cocoa farmer. Is this something that the party, supports? Is this something that you endorse? And what's the end game?
Well, the end game is to give the cocoa farmer their dues.
Right.
The end game is for this government to be sensitive. The end game is for this government to stop insulting cocoa farmers. The end game is for this government to understand that he made a promise to cocoa farmers, the beginning of the season, that they will pay them per bag 3,625. And farmers went out, planned around that. Sibian says he's a cocoa farmer, which is great. And if you are a cocoa farmer, you understand the labor involved in that. That you take your price and you go to your farm and try to get as much as possible, even every day calculating how many bags I'm going to get and knowing the amount you're going to get in your head. That at 3,625, if I get 10 bags, I get this much. I get 20 bags, I get one. So that becomes your calculation as a farmer. And then to complete that, and then somebody shows up, after having had an emergency cabinet meeting, where tea and other things flowed, and then they come out in tie, in suit and tie, to tell you that, sorry, but after our busy cabinet meeting, what we can come out with is a reduction. How did you go to such a critical meeting only to come out with a reduction? You could have given a reduction without going to the meeting. I mean, I don't understand. You go to a meeting to fix stuff. You don't go to a meeting to destroy stuff. So they went to the meeting to destroy the future of our rural economy. So, on balance, the State of Nation address that President Mahama gave, is very heavy on rhetoric, short on results, largely repackaging existing programs as new, claiming credit for economic stabilization that predates him, and he didn't offer any plan to create any jobs for anybody. At best, President Mahama says he's created over 1 million jobs. When his Ghana Statistical Service gave us a clear indication that there is nothing like that. There's a deficit of 670 or so jobs that President Mahama said they have created, which does not exist. Spiritual jobs, or what kind of jobs they are, I don't know. But clearly, the numbers on paper don't suggest that.
We haven't started a conversation on SONA yet.
Oh, but I agree. Okay, so, but I'm just saying.
Cocoa politics.
Okay, cocoa politics. Yes. It's part of the SONA.
Yes, no worry.
Tomorrow,
we'll get to Sona.
We'll get to Sona. Yeah, but you don't have time. You see, you keep doing this to me, and then your school will come. Is a disco coming today or where? Who are coming? Because the way you are very fervent today about it.
I'll tell you shortly.
Tomorrow.
Yes.
Here's the thing.
Cocoa.
On cocoa.
So you're insisting that they pay the cocoa farmers?
No, we did it.
But he just asked you a question. He said, how much would you have paid the cocoa farmers if you're in Ghana?
He should have known. He shouldn't have asked me that question.
Okay.
Because we did it.
Okay, so
hold on, I'm coming. When we were in power, when we took over from them, 2017, cocoa price dropped. Okay, it's a cocoa farmer. You can just Google the price and let us all talk to it. Cocoa price dropped 2017 when we came to office. Oh, you know what happened?
What happened?
When we maintained the price and didn't increase it, the NDC were going about saying that, why didn't we increase cocoa price? But they knew the price had dropped, but they were about on TV, on radio, saying that, why did Akufo-Addo not increase cocoa prices in 2017? It dropped. And we increased it. And we maintained it. We didn't increase, we didn't drop it. We maintained. In fact, in the 2020-2021 window, even though prices were low, we increased it by some 28%. The same amount with which they have reduced it, we increased it when the price was going down. So it is completely insensitive, completely wrong for NDC to send my good brother in white to come and moralize to cocoa farmers and say that it is okay, it is a conversation starter, that cocoa farmers lose 1,038, and that is the beginning of a conversation. On the back of cocoa farmers, we are starting a national conversation. So cocoa farmers, they are the sacrificial lamb. Well, do you know a farmer's income source? It is the crop they have.
Okay.
In a season, in a year. That's all they have. They are not like you and I, where we have friends, okay? Or where I have you, I call you tomorrow. Today, my momo is dry, so send me something. They don't have that kind of network. Okay? They don't have any other avenue where today they are just there and they pray and they stumble on some money. You can pray in the village as a farmer. Only thing you can pray for is the rain, right? But everything else, it is out of hard labor. It is out of what you have to go to the market to exchange. Okay? That's it. So their income source is tight. There is no wiggle room to say that, okay, maybe if they lose it here, they'll get it here. It's not there. Let's paint that picture clear. So the one thing the cocoa farmer has to make an income for the year or for the season is the cocoa bean that they've got. So some would get at most 5 bags, at most 10 bags. Imagine, this is what they will live on for a whole year or for a whole season. So now when you turn around, you sit at Jubilee House, you have petrol allowance, you have a rent allowance, you have sitting allowance, you have standing allowance, you have walking allowance, you have clothing allowance, you have friends allowance, you have entertainment allowance, you have all these allowances. Then you sit there and tell me that the best you can do after taking all this allowance is to tell the cocoa farmer, on your back, we are going to start a certain reform conversation in Ghana. When the cocoa farmer, part of the conversation is to produce cocoa, you have a law that only cocoa board can buy their cocoa. They don't have a choice to sell it to anybody. So they will sell it to only you. Then you, at the comfort of Jubilee House, call your friends, have tea party, and then come back and say that we are ducking your bag by 1,038 cedis. That cannot be conscionable. That completely is insensitive. Nobody should countenance that. This is not politics. It has nothing to do with MPP. It has everything to do with sensitivity. It has everything to do with fairness, which His Excellency John Dramani Mahama's administration, they lack so heavily. Mr. Baba is a nice guy. But then the management of the economy, they are not seeing it all. Honestly. Because, in fact, even this is not strategic. Because cocoa, you will always need cocoa. Cocoa is a strategic product.
Okay.
Okay? So, if even the price had come down, and I showed him example where we have done it, 2 seasons in a row. Okay? Where the price were going down, but yet we found a way to maintain, because we know that one day cocoa price will go up because the market, that's the nature of it. The prices will they will fluctuate from high, low, and you have to be strategic. I recall many years ago, even Ivory Coast took some desperate measure of burning the cocoa beans because the prices had come down so low, and they decided they were not going to sell it. Okay, that's very drastic. We're not doing that. You can hoard it because the price will always go up. And the last time you and I talked, I used myself an example where we are storing certain products that we are working on now because the price has come down. We're storing them because we know that the market will react to the supply. When supply goes down, the price will go up. So if you lack anything at all, sensitivity and everything, and you just want to do what you want to do because you think the cocoa farmer can go to hell, you buy and hoard it because the price will go up. I told you in 2017 it went up. Who knew cocoa price will go as far as 12,000 and 13,000? But that's the nature of the market. It works on demand and supply. So when supply is high, prices will come down. So you can hoard it. That's why we have cocoa board. You have to be strategic. So you don't come and tell me that a farmer whose sole business is to produce the bean. And they have done that. They have done that. Yours is to market the thing. So if you cannot market it, don't let the cocoa farmer be the victim. Don't socialize your inefficiency. Don't socialize your ineptitude to the cocoa farmer, because the cocoa farmer right now has fulfilled their end of the bargain, which is produce beans. You buy, go and sell it. Everybody have their job. Yours, you are failing. If you are failing yours, fix it. Don't come and blame Akufo-Addo. Akufo-Addo, MPP, who've been out of office for how many years? A year and a half, a year and some months. At least 1 quarter is gone. So what in the name of God are you talking about Akufo-Addo? Fix your problem. In fact, cocoa farmers, you see, they are going about saying, they're going to cocoa farmers, my good brother, Peter Boamo Tokuro. I'm sure he won't go anywhere now. The attempt he made went over there with cameras and trying to rationalize to farmers. What is inflation? He's telling them inflation has come down, so 2,587 is better than 3,000. What kind of logic is this? Who told him that? How can a PhD be telling us that?
No, but that is the truth.
Yeah, you are wearing white. Don't be saying that.
That's the truth.
How is 2,587 better than 3,625? How is that? Convince me. I'll give you my time. Convince me.
Okay, I'll convince you. Listen. If you have 3,100 and you are buying...
600. You just use yours.
No, I'm using yours because it's between you and I. If you are getting 3,100 cedis and you are buying a bag of cement at 120 Ghana cedis, you get less than 25 bags. But if you have 2,580 and you are buying a bag of cement at 80 cedis, you buy 31 bags of cement. In real sense of income, which of these two money would you make good use of? That is the logic. That is the science. With the greatest respect, I mean, when you have opportunity, educate people. You don't tell them because it's politics. Because you educate.
No problem. Hold on.
Why would you do that?
How much are you paid now in Parliament?
I mean,
yes, just give me a rough number.
Assuming I am paid 20,000.
Okay, 20,000. So with your 20,000, we should take some out because now inflation is low. No, now you can buy more cement. Hold on.
No, you don't get the point.
Hold on. That's the point you are making.
No, you don't get it.
Hold on.
We're talking about
time now. Hold on. I claim my time back. Okay. Listen, you are trying to tell us you are paid 20,000.
Yes.
So the rationale you are advancing for the cocoa farmer to accept is that his income, which is 10 bags of cocoa, that is brought to sell. You are taking about 10,000 out of that. Okay. Now you are telling him that
which is a very painful decision.
You didn't say painful. You are saying it's better.
I mean, no.
So hold on.
Hold
on. I'm here. Hold on. Your salary. Hold on. Your salary, which they are not taking anything out of. You want more.
Yes.
But the cocoa farmer whose 10 bags of cocoa beans is his salary for the season.
Okay,
You are
so let me
taking
answer
10,000. Hold on. You are taking 10,000 out of that one.
No.
And you are telling him that inflation is 3.8.
No,
and
Richard,
so therefore,
don't take me there. Let me.
It's
You
okay,
ask question on my salary,
No, it's okay.
and I will explain
Hold
to you.
on, hold on.
Given the salary today,
Senior, I beg you.
and the salary of MPP, given the inflation rate and the rate of $1, today's salary, even if it is reduced, it is more worth, and it's worth it. The value of it is more than what
my
the
head is
MPP
bashing
had,
because
and
look,
how much
Senior,
he was supposed to be able to do.
You see,
Just like the
hold on.
Cocoa
When they ask
I
you
mean,
to
that's
come,
what it is.
Hold on.
We have real income and we have an income.
I beg you.
Real income is what your income is able to do.
You are talking about things on
That's
paper.
what it is.
Hold on. This theoretical
I
thing.
mean, you can't say what is not there. Richard.
I beg you. See, when you are talking to people who are bruised this way, it's very insulting. You will not accept that. That your salary, 20,000, then we take 10,000 out of it. You will not accept it. Wearing white, you will not accept it. But somebody whose palm has suffered to produce something, they have earned that back. And you turn around and say you take, and you are preaching to them inflation. How many farmers understand inflation? And when was the last time inflation was high?
So
and
you are feeding their ignorance?
Hold on.
Is that what you think?
I beg you. You see, you can save yourself by being quiet. You know, what I'm trying to say is that, Moro, when was the last time inflation went up and they say that inflation went up, so let's give 1,000 to farmers? Has that happened? Has that happened? It hasn't happened. When was the last time inflation went down and they say, all public sector workers come, we are going to take a certain percentage of your salary? Has that happened? So why are you doing that to the cocoa farmer? And you send my good brother in white to come and talk about that. Completely insensitive, insulting. Any farmer who is looking at it, and even me, I'm not a cocoa farmer, but I'm a farmer. I feel insulted by that. That cocoa farmer, all they can do is to buy cement. Because you have impoverished them, so all they can do is buy cement. And you are using cement. You are using, but what kind of example is that? You use that example to
answering the same question you ask.
I'm saying that you can help yourself by being quiet. Because this thing you guys are doing is annoying. Catholic Bishop Conference has issued a notice that you keep the price. Did you hear that? Did you see that? Did you read that? Please, this is personal. This is personal. This is wrong. Because why? Cocoa farmers don't have advocacy. Their advocacy is completely lost. You feel that you can rubbish them and move on. They are telling us you have some reform that is going to fix the system. Whose system is it? It's not your system. It's not you who created the cocoa board and said that they can't sell to anybody. And if my own cocoa, if I harvest it and I say I won't sell to you, I'm taking it to sell it to somebody in Togo or somewhere, you will arrest me. It's against the law. So I can only sell it to you. Moro, you don't create such a monopoly and abuse it in this manner. When you are talking about that, all you can do, the best you can do, even here in this studio, though people will not see, you should be on your knees. You should be begging. Because what you have done is to transfer your inefficiency to the farmer. Your inefficiency to the farmer. Because you cannot tell me, Moro, like you tell me, you know, today I have to come in Uber and all of that stuff. I go through all that and I come here and so today there's no program. It will be completely unacceptable having gone through all of that to show up here and you say there's no program. I'll be angry. And the farmers are justified being angry. You've told them you pay them a certain price. They have gone to produce their beans. Buy it. And I'm telling you that there's precedent in this country where the prices have gone down, yet a government thinking about the farmers and seeing the strategic value of cocoa kept the price. But you were around about in this country telling cocoa farmers that they ought to have increased it. Then you show up today and you are moralizing and then acting as if they wearing white and come here and telling us as though that we should take it.
You are really worried about this, my white, eh?
No. But you don't wear white and come and be sensitive to people.
Extremely worried about my white.
Look at the Catholic Bishop Conference. They are wearing white and they are being right. They say keep the price. You can't be wearing white and come here. You know white is a thing of joy.
White is Richard Anyagwe's favorite color.
You understand?
And so why
and any time you wear white, don't do propaganda. If that's what
that is why I'm worried about you doing propaganda.
No. But you
are
talking about.
I think I need some few minutes.
Yeah, but you've been talking plenty, and I'm guiding you. I'm guiding you to say that the best you can do.
You don't guide me to say things that
well,
are
you
not
can
right.
continue to annoy farmers, but I'm saying that you are guided if you are quiet. Say we are sorry. Everything Richard is saying is true, but we are sorry. We don't have a choice. We can't fix it. We are sorry.
Richard never said anything that is true.
Well, everything I said is true because when I have gone to produce my crop, and you have decided that you are the only person who can buy it, and I brought it to you, and because you have been inefficient, because you have deficit, because you have challenges, wherever that challenge comes from, the farmer did not contribute to that. So you fix it. You haven't fixed it. You say, oh, I'm sorry, but I have to reduce the thing. The question I want to ask, well, cocoa, you know, is a strategic product for this country. It's a forest earner and all that. If the price, by this logic, if the price keeps going down, what would the NDC do? They will keep reducing it. This is a slide they are on. It's a slippery slope that they are on. So if the logic they are selling to us today is that, oh, the world price is down, so therefore we are going to lower it. Fine. So what if it keeps going down, which it is? What are you going to do? Are we then going to vanquish cocoa in Ghana? Or you let people, you break down cocoa board and allow people to find their own market? Is that what you're going to do? If that's not what you're going to do, and you think cocoa is still strategic, what you do now is to maintain the price if you can increase it. And find a way of either hoarding the product, okay, or implement your processes that you say that will solve the problem, which I don't see, of selling 50% here and whatever export, and find a way to resuscitate the industry. But what you're doing, you're collapsing it. Because if by that logic, prices continue to go down, you will continue to reduce it. And what they are saying about selling 50% in Ghana, the question then is that, are you going to sell it at a domestic price or at the world price? And if you are going to sell cocoa at the world price in Ghana, the 50% that you are retaining to sell here in Ghana, Moro, are you following?
I'm listening to you.
If you are going to sell 50% in Ghana, at what price are you going to sell it? Are you going to sell it at the world price? So if the world price is coming down, it will affect the domestic purchase of it as well. And if the logic is that because you are processing it here, you are adding value, the value you are adding is not for the farmer. It's for the person who is buying and processing. They then benefit from the value addition and the economy as it were. But the farmer who is producing the beans, if the global price is dropping, you still buy it by NDC logic. If the price is dropping, you drop the produce buying price for the farmer here. Okay. So in that sense, you have not helped the farmer.
All right.
Okay, so the argument that we are ducking it now so we can fix it tomorrow, that's not applied to the farmer. Okay. So the farmer still remains shortchanged. So and that is why, my brother, you should stop making this argument. One, about inflation, which is completely insulting and annoying. Okay. And then to create the impression that somehow there is nothing you can do. There is everything you must do to fix it.
Okay.
Okay, so...
All right. But gentlemen, let me remind you that at 9:30 we'll be crossing over to another studio for our school homecoming.
Don't worry,
program.
I will be fine.
So we don't have a lot of time.
I'll be fine.
He's actually happy about it because the shorter the time,
hold on,
the easier his pain.
Never mind. So in 2017, the world markets for cocoa, okay, was between $3,000 and $2,000. Now the exchange rate gives cocoa 7,600 Ghana cedis. At that time, the MPP was buying cocoa 475 Ghana cedis per bag. So between 3,000 reduced to 2,000, the 475 Ghana cedis, the government was not going to record any losses, actually, because it was still within that pricing window where you're not going to make any losses. Fast forward, we're talking about where the cocoa price rose to $9,000.
Which year? Which year?
And 2004. 2024.
I'm talking about 17, 18, 19. So talk about that one, where we maintain the price.
Yes, but you maintain the price, and that's what I'm telling you. Okay. I just told you that you maintain the price because when even the international price reduced, whilst you still maintain the price, you were not running at loss.
How do you know that?
Because the price is visible. You saw the price, I saw the price. And the price is there. Google it and you see the price. And you see the exchange rate. And you see the exchange rate. You realize, hold on, you realize that.
I don't know what you're talking about.
You realize that.
We see the price, you can't see the price.
I'll give you a typical example. Listen.
How can we see the price
if
you can't see the price?
the thing is 7,600 and you were paying farmers, okay?
No,
you are paying farmers 400.
How much was the price in 2017?
And you are paying farmers 400. If it reduced from 7,600, if you were paying farmers 400 and you were making, let's say, 600 cedis as a profit, and you reduced to, let's say, 6,500, and you still pay farmers for 400, and you still make profit for about, say, 400, it means that you are not running at loss.
What are you talking about?
So listen, just listen.
We're not following what you're saying. What are you saying?
So let me tell you, if you listen,
I'm listening. I can follow what you're saying.
There is difference between listening and hearing. If you listen, you will follow.
Listening is better than hearing.
So
I'm listening and I can't hear what you're saying.
If you hear me, you won't get it.
So
listen.
Wait.
So listen. Let me take
a particular year.
Now 2017. Hold on. So listen.
Okay. Well, I want to pick the year. Pick the year. So
2017.
Yes.
For example.
Take that. What's the price? The world price.
The price was $3,000.
From 2016.
I'm saying 2017.
That's not the price. It was 2,000. You go. I'll show you the price. Go ahead. Pick, but do the analysis.
Richard.
Do the analysis because that's not the price anyway.
Listen. The price was $3,000. You were paying the Ghanaian farmer 475 Ghana cedis per bag.
That was what you were paying, no?
I am saying
we inherited that. We inherited that.
I am saying
we were not paying that. I'm saying that you say you were paying. That's what you were paying, and we inherited, and we kept it. That's what I'm saying.
2017, you were in government, correct?
That was what you were.
You were in government 2017, correct?
The window.
You were in government 2017, correct?
Yes. The season we came.
Were you in government?
Hold on. We inherited.
2017. Were you in government?
Hold on.
I just want yes or no.
Hold on.
Were you in government? Were you in government 2017?
Look at who is.
Hello. Were you in government 2017?
You know.
Richard, were you in government?
Just hold on.
Richard, answer that question for once. Were you in government?
2016.
Were you in government 2017?
If you listen, you understand why I'm not answering your question. 2016, 2017 was a season. They signed that season before.
Granted, we signed that.
So why don't you want to hear that? So 2016, 2017, the price was baked in by them.
Richard,
when we came, the price fell, but we kept it.
Richard,
so that's what you need to tell people.
Granted, we
you signed it. Yes.
Signed
so
that.
why you say we're in government? You signed that.
You met it. 2017.
Yes, and the price went down.
The price was 2017 price. I'm telling you.
And it went down.
And
we paid the same
amount. Oh God.
When the price was high.
I mean, Richard, you don't do this.
No, because you're trying to mislead people.
So listen.
The point I'm making.
Listen, Richard. Try and learn to listen.
I listen more than the point. No. He's trying to mislead people. What I'm saying is that the 2016-2017 window.
Richard,
the bag was 475. Hold on. You need to create a proper context.
Allow him to land.
I will allow him, but he has to create a proper context. Otherwise, no. I want to follow.
What is the context?
The context
is that 2016-2017
was a pricing window that you assigned, and it was 4,475.
Granted,
and the price granted. The price went down.
Granted. So listen.
The price went down. You're not saying all the basics.
So listen.
Went down.
But how do I say it when you're not listening?
Well,
okay, so listen.
Please go ahead.
Within that, where we were buying cocoa 475 Ghana cedis.
Yeah.
Okay, 475 Ghana cedis.
Which you were paying.
Hold on.
NDC were paying.
The price of cocoa in the international market dropped. Granted.
Okay.
When it dropped.
You didn't say that one.
Hold on. When it dropped, you maintained the price.
Fantastic.
So listen. The contest.
I'm listening. Talk.
The contest. Now, when you even bought the cocoa at 475 Ghana cedis, when even the price dropped, the purchasing price from the cocoa farmer did not run cocoa bought to loss.
What is that?
Do you understand my point?
No, do you understand that?
I give you a typical example. That is where the mathematics comes in. So listen. So listen, you will understand. Now, when you were paying 475 Ghana cedis, the profit margin for government, hold on, the profit margin for government was, let's say, 600 Ghana cedis. Now, the price dropped internationally to whatever price, and you still maintain the price you give to the farmers, your profit margin only had dropped from 600 to, let's say, 400 Ghana cedis. It doesn't mean you are making losses. Do you understand the point? Now listen, this time around, the price dropped from 9,000 to $3,600. The exchange rate is 11 Ghana cedis. Today, we are giving the Ghanaian farmer 2,580 something. We are giving the Ghanaian farmer 110%. Government is making losses. In your case, when you maintain the price, it only affected your profit margin. It didn't run the institution to losses. Hello? These are basic mathematics that every class 1 math, first year in school in economics, you know. And so you don't sit here and lie to a Ghanaian farmer. That's my problem. You don't do that.
Let me ask you.
So that answers the question of you maintaining price. So hold on, let me go on.
We need clarification. Hold on, we need clarification.
So listen to me.
He says
we need clarification. I don't understand.
So let me explain again.
No, you have. But let me ask you a question so I can explain.
Ask.
To seek clarifications on what you said, so that we can. Otherwise, we can't make progress.
Okay. So now you mentioned some 600 as profit, government profit. Where is that from?
Don't forget we're creating a scenario.
Okay.
So but the scenario must be realistic. We're not hypothesizing.
We are putting the whole thing into context.
We are talking about practical.
We are creating a scenario.
Hold on.
Please. We are talking about practical situation that has happened. You claim to know profit line or profit margin of government. And I'm saying that at the price that you're talking in 2017, what 600 you are saying, where is that? What profit margin is that? I don't know that. What is it?
So I guess your issue is, why doesn't he use the 2016-2017 numbers rather than guessing?
Right.
That's the point.
Right. So
he wants you to use the 2016-2017 numbers.
The thing that happened in 2016-2017 is that we came into office. They had agreed with cocoa farmers to buy a bag at 475 Ghana cedis. When we came into office, the world price of cocoa dropped, just the same way as it has dropped now. Okay, and they are saying that they have to reduce the per bag price that they have agreed with farmers in this window. But we face the same problem. We didn't go to reduce it. We maintained the price. So he's saying that a certain profit margin. What is that? There's nothing like that. Nobody, Dr. Randy has been talking about this. I've never heard him say profit margin of cocoa bond. What is it? What is he talking about? Simply, what he's trying to hide about by writing and making scenario is that he wants to avoid saying that in 2016, 2017 when we came, prices dropped after they walked out of the door, and we kept the price. We kept the price 2 seasons. And in fact, when it went down 2019-2020 season, 2020-2021 season, the cocoa price continued to go down, but we increased it.
Okay.
So that's the thing he doesn't want to accept, and he's talking plenty. What is it? We don't understand that.
Fair point, Richard. But in 2017, what was the equity state of cocoa board?
I've decided to do the calculation for him. So I'll explain to you. I've done the calculation for you. Don't worry.
I want to.
Government had to find money to supplement that, to be able to do that.
Okay.
Okay.
Because at the time,
yes,
there was a positive equity of 1.8 billion.
Okay.
As Cocoa Board has told us.
Okay.
1.8 billion.
So now you are coming to the conversation. Yeah.
Essentially, when you sell all the assets of Cocoa Board, you look at the liabilities, there's a positive equity 1.8 billion.
Yeah.
But Randy Abbey sat here and I interviewed him. And what he tells us is that they, unfortunately, when he inherited what was bequeathed to him, was a negative equity of 3.8 billion. Now, such a company, how do you go and borrow to even say you want to cushion the farmers, as compared to what you inherited in 1.8 billion?
Did Dr. Randy tell you that Dr. Randy tell you that when we came to office, there was no debt? Is that what he said?
No, there was debt, obviously.
So where does debt? Yes.
But when you net it off, you still have a 1.8.
Forget about some abstract term net. The point we are talking about is that debt has always been there. When we came, there was debt. But then the cocoa farmer, so what we are saying is that if all that argument is to be sustained, the rationale now is that the cocoa farmer.
So you didn't even give me my time.
No.
I want to turn back to you.
I don't mind if we do cocoa politics for
Hold
today.
on.
I mean,
and because you see, he asked for some very specifics.
No problem.
And I'll give him those specifics.
That's fine.
So you see, so if we sustain those arguments, then the point we are making is that the cocoa farmer should take the burden for the mismanagement of cocoa board somehow.
Right.
Is that the logic we're saying? And the question then is that what is the farmer's crime in all of this? What is the farmer's crime? And so you cannot argue this to me rationally for me to understand. Except you are pretending to be throwing numbers around.
I need to answer your specific question.
So you know he kept quiet when you were talking. So please do say it for him.
All I want is that he should contextualize it properly. He's just throwing things around that don't relate to anything.
In 2017, like I said, when we left cocoa for 475 Ghana cedis from 2016-2017 window you came to meet. I am saying at the time when you came to government, the cocoa price in the world market was $3,000.
Did it fall?
Hold on.
Was it a price drop? That's the point. Nobody cares about what it is. It dropped. Yes.
Will you listen?
But he's not making it.
No.
I'm trying to help
it doesn't matter how you feel about what it is.
He should acknowledge a drop because the conversation for people to follow, it is increase and drop.
Richard, I'm trying to help you.
Please allow him to learn.
No, but he is pretending not to talk about it. But you just acknowledge the event.
At the time you paid the Ghanaian farmer 475 Ghana cedis, the exchange rate at the time was 6. And that gives you the cocoa price per bag 1,200 Ghana cedis. That 1,200 Ghana cedis, you gave the Ghanaian farmer 475. You were making a profit of 743. Cocoa board was making that. Okay? Fast forward, in 2018, when the price dropped and you kept that same price, the price dropped to say $2,000 and your exchange rate at the time was about 8 Ghana cedis, which gave you which gave you a bag of cocoa to be 1,000 Ghana cedis world market price. You maintain the price of 475. Your profit margin for the cocoa board was 525. Listen, I am saying to you that maintaining the price at the time did not run cocoa boards to losses. It only reduces the cocoa board's margin that he gets. That is not comparable to today.
So your point,
when the price, hold on. When the price had reduced to 3,600 today with an exchange rate of 11 cedis, when the cocoa farmer is getting 2,580, and then we are giving the cocoa farmer more than 100%. Okay, you can't compare that to the fact that we maintain price.
More than 100% of what? I'm not too sure. 100% of
today. If you take 2,580 something that we're giving today.
Okay. No, it's 2,650.
No. What we are giving right now.
2,650. Oh, it is 2,650.
What we are giving to the farmer.
2,650. Yes.
2,000
is 2,587.
No.
That's what you're paying.
Yes. 2,587. Hold on.
That's what you're paying.
If you take that, okay, and you work it back into how much is cocoa selling in the world market price, which is 3,600, okay, with an exchange rate of 11 Ghana cedis, is 39,000. Divide by 16 and see how much we're giving the Ghanaian. You realize we are paying Ghanaian more than 100% of the cocoa. You can't compare that to we maintain price. When in actual fact, it only reduced your margin.
I don't know where he's getting this from.
Hold on. So calculate it.
Because in fact, it's not. Look,
so do the calculation.
Senior,
hold on.
I told you.
Granted, it is 90.
Yes, 90%.
Granted, it is 90. Are you comparing that? Are you comparing that to a mere reduction of a margin to that where we're giving a Ghanaian farmer 90% and above. Are you comparing that? Number two, Richard answered a very beautiful question and I applaud him. Listen, Richard said, and I asked a question, now if you were in government today, how much were you going to buy the cocoa? He said, we're going to do what we're doing for the Ghanaian farmer while we're in government. What were they doing? They were giving Ghanaian farmers 30%. So they were going to give Ghanaian farmers 30% of today's price, which would have landed Ghanaians 800 Ghana cedis per bag. That's what Richie said they were going to do if they were in government today.
No,
you see the difficulty?
You didn't hear me say that?
Yes.
You if
you let playback. I asked a question.
Listen.
What were you going to do if you were in government today? Richard said they were going to do what they were doing for Ghanaians when they were in government. What were they doing? They were giving the Ghanaian farmer 30%. Okay, so that's what you were going to do.
Let me explain something.
Exactly what you said you were going to do.
No problem.
Richard.
No problem.
You're going to treat Ghanaians like that? So what are you doing in the cocoa farm now today to shout it? No problem. When you say you were going to do to Ghanaians what you did to them when you were in government.
It's okay. You have decided to be mischievous. Now here's the point.
Richard, how can you do that?
No problem. When we came to office, from 2017 to 2024, Moro,
yes, sir.
we have not once reduced cocoa price. We've done two things. Okay? One, we maintained the price when the world price went down. And two, we increase cocoa price. Those are the two. So even if he's saying that I said we're going to do what we're doing, what it means, if he's following logic, is that we would have kept the price 3,625.
And you were giving a percentage to Ghanaians. The percentage was 30%.
No,
you were going to do same by giving 30% of this price to Ghanaians.
But listen,
that's exactly what you said. I was sitting there, I heard you clearly.
Do you follow his argument?
Exactly what you said. Exactly what you were going to do.
The maintenance you're talking about was 30% of of the FOB.
Absolutely. And that's what you're going to do.
Let's be quiet. I see that you have a problem. You see,
that's what you're going to do. You just said it. You confessed your sins.
No, it's not a fair point.
That's exactly what you're going to do.
Hold on, listen.
To the Ghanaian farmer. So you're listening.
Yes, listen. Moro.
So what you tell Moroccan? Russian wanted.
Moro.
So what about to one finger?
When we came to office, from 2017 to 2024, when we left, 2025, when we left office, we done two things. I just repeated that. Okay, you can take note. I repeated that to you. One, the price we inherited from them, 475, we maintained when cocoa price, world price went down. We maintained that. Two, when cocoa prices went up, we increased prices. So when I say we'll do what we had done in office, it means two things. One, when the price goes down, we'll maintain the price. And two, we would increase the price if the price goes up.
I'm sorry, that's what we did.
But what else did I say?
But you didn't do that.
No, that's what we did. We did two things in office. So if we are going to repeat what we did, please don't let yourself.
I'm sorry, you didn't do that.
No, please.
You gave Ghanaians a percentage of how much you got from the world market, and the percentage you gave them was 30%. You say you were going to do the same thing. You were going to give Ghanaians a 30% of today's price.
So you need to be very cautious.
Of course, that's why you
cannot appear to misunderstand common English when
but you said it, isn't it?
No.
Moro, they gave Ghanaians farmer 30% when they were in government. Did you do that or not?
Wait.
You did. So you were going to do same to the Ghanaian farmer today, and that's what you were going to do.
You are sounding very ridiculous.
That's what you just said with the greatest respect.
No, I said
you said you were going to do that to the Ghanaian farmer.
Okay.
And so why are you going around the cocoa farms? Making all those noise. Why were you doing that?
I'm saying that
when you knew you were going to give 800
you would have helped yourself
if the MPP was in government
because
today,
the more you talk, the more
they were going to give the Ghanaian farmer 800 Ghana cedis.
Okay, no problem.
Today's price. No problem. That's what they were going to do.
No.
And you go to the cocoa farmer to make noise.
You are sounding very ridiculous saying that. Yes,
but that's what you said you were going to do.
I didn't say that.
So call anybody apart from you in the MPP to answer one question.
Yes.
How much were you going to pay the Ghanaian farmer?
I have just said that
if you were in government today.
Listen.
Because we traced your
no problem. Listen.
We saw what you did. We're looking at it to today. And you answered a very specific question.
I'm going to let him finish.
An exact question you answered was that if you were in government today, you would do same thing you did to the Ghanaian farmer.
No problem. No
you
problem.
would take their fertilizers away and sell it to them, 80 Ghana cedis. You would take all the chemicals away. You would take all the cocoa mass spraying that President Kufuor brought. You take it away.
Okay.
And you will also give them 30% of today's price, which was going to give them just 800 Ghana cedis. That's what you said you were going to do to the Ghanaian farmer.
So
you
said
it.
So you are done. Okay. Assuming
you said it.
It's okay. You didn't hear me. So let me say what I said. Listen, please.
That's what you're going to do to the Ghanaian
Let's show some respect. Okay. So you have said your point. But here's what I said. Listen, please.
Anyway.
Here's what I said. Now, when we came to office, we did two things. We maintained a price when the global price went down. We increased.
At what margin?
Please.
I just demonstrated to you free of charge. I didn't even charge you any money.
At
what charge? At what margin?
Nobody cares about what margin.
At what margin? You don't care.
No, because the
really?
cocoa farmer.
That's why you manage this country like that.
No. The cocoa farmer, before you left office, you were paid the 475. Please, it's not a shouting matter. When NDC left office, the 2016-2017 season, you paid them 475 Ghana cedis per bag. We came to office in 2017, that same season.
But are you following what we're doing?
Please. That same season, world prices went down from where it was when you set that 475 price, it went down. It went down. And we kept the price at 475.
If I was your mathematics teacher, you fail on my exams.
Stop what you're doing. Stop what you're doing. You're an MP, so please stop what you're doing. Look, so we kept the price even though the world price went down. Okay, we kept it. That's what we did. So if we are in office, if you want to understand logic, if we were in office today, even though the price had gone down, we would have maintained the 3,625. That's what I'm telling you. That's what I'm telling you. So how can you deviate and be talking all this matter because I don't have anything to say? You don't have anything to say. You are just literally here misleading people. I have told you that when we came, the price went down, we kept the price. So if at any point, if at any point in time we are in government today and the price has gone down as it has today, we would have done the same thing by keeping the price.
Richard, you didn't say that and you wouldn't do that. We want to look at your record.
We did that already.
We're looking at your record.
Yes, and the record says
your record is that.
475.
No, your record is that.
Please stop doing
you
that.
Gave the Ghanaian farmer 30%.
You're an MP, so stop doing that. Stop doing that. You're an MP.
Your microphones are off, so please. You're
an MP, so stop doing that. I don't understand why you are lying bald-faced like
what you just said what you were going to do to the Ghanaian
people. I just told you what I will do. I just told you.
Hold on, please do. I beg you. So Reverend Samuel Ejay of the PNC says that a very interesting discussion. Moro, you're doing a good job. Okay, thank you. More, I get worried when I hear the MP complaining about cocoa farmers because so many people were crying for help, but it never happened when they were cutting down so many acres of cocoa. My family cocoa farm at Kwame Duodu at Asamankesi area was destroyed, including others, and no one bothered about those cocoa farmers in 2021, 2022. So what is the MPP man talking about? This one here from Alhaji Hamza from Pig Farm. He says, good morning, my brother. In fact, I'm sad and worried listening to Richard this morning. I'm particularly happy to see that cocoa farmers across board have sent a warning to the MPP to stop coming to them to play politics with them. Cocoa farmers have promised to work together with President Mahama to build a prosperous nation for the generation to come. Please tell Richard to stop insulting our intelligence and credit us with some little respect that we deserve. This one here says, good morning, brother. Can the MPP see their cocoa politics is collapsing? What percentage of the world market prices of cocoa were they paying the farmers? You just destroyed everything in Ghana for the past 8 years. You left power less than 2 years, and all of a sudden you have solutions to all the problems you created. They should respect Ghanaians' intelligence more and help us bring Kenoforiata back to Ghana to fill the cathedral hole he dug. If you want, they can and be sleeping in the bush. The farmers are more discerning than all of us. Kalio Man from Wa. Now this one from now this one says that
say Hamza from Pig Farm.
Okay, all right. Now let me Edmond. Okay, Edmond, I've seen your message. Alhassan Sise from no, please, I beg you. Now Alhassan Sise from Zenu says, good morning to everyone. The apology rendered by the minority leader to Honorable Muntakauki, having looked at that already. So let me look at this. Carlos from Ododojo says that I'm honestly disappointed in how the MP is handling the cocoa reduction issue. Now for the past 13 months, they have struggled to point to corruption and arrogance within the current administration. So they are now amplifying the cocoa reduction to gain attention, even though Many of the underlying challenges began under their leadership, Carlos, and I say God bless you. Jesse Boakon, who's a political marketing expert, says Honorable Von D is looking like a Catholic priest this morning in white kaftan, but his comments depict his dressing. In fact, his interjections are too much. Director Ahiagba has made a point on cocoa issues. Von D should stop misquoting Ahiagba. This is a live program and the impression he's painting is bad. The lies are too much. Muro, I like your calmness. Jesse Boakon, political marketing expert, thank you very much for that. And then Kojo Chumbuafo has sent us a message. Now, Kojo Chumbuafo says that Moro, good morning. Let's pardon Peter Boamo, who took on a PhD for the alleged inability to communicate to cocoa farmers. He is a guy. According to the MPP and their communicators of which Richard Ahiagba, the man with steam coming out of his forehead, is their head. Gans have no business being in the cocoa conversation. Richard wants to have the cocoa conversation, but please that you don't play the ancillary videos. If you're going to have the cocoa conversation, please play Cocoa's video. When your government stole people's pensions and investments and shut down banks and financial institutions like JN Bank, which had the largest concentration of cocoa farmers' account, where was Richard's disingenuous voice? The cocoa farmers need their savings and pensions back, not when they are 77. That's what that's what we are working on. And please stop mentioning the Catholic Bishops' Conference. When you were stealing our pensions and savings, they said they didn't want to do politics. Now, this one here from Erica J of the NEIP. Now, Erica J sends this message, and he says that, good morning, Moro. To my dear cocoa farmers, including my parents, we understand your concerns about the recent reduction in cocoa price and the difficulties it brings to your hard work and livelihoods. Your dedication to cocoa farming is the backbone of our agricultural sector and the nation's economy. We acknowledge the sacrifices we made every day to keep the cocoa industry strong. While the current situation may be frustrating, we encourage everyone to remain calm and united as efforts to continue to address these concerns and find sustainable solutions. Your voices are important and your concerns are being heard. Let us continue to engage in constructive dialogue and work together to protect the future of cocoa farming and the well-being of all farmers. To our friends in the MPP, the cocoa politics you're engaging in will not make farmers forget the pain they went through over the past 8 years. To our communications team members, please do not follow the emotional cocoa politics being pushed by the NPP communicators. Our priority is the farmer, not the NPP. And then I'll end with this one. Okay, so Dr. Hassan Ayariga, he says that, please read this for me. Dr. Hassan Ayariga says, leader of the All People's Conference, has suggested that Ghanaians adopt a tradition of reducing the prices of goods and services by half on Independence Day as a way of celebrating the nation. According to him, businesses and service providers in Ghana could mark Ghana Independence Day by cutting prices of goods by 50%, offering discounted services, encouraging people to buy Ghanaian products, creating a festive economic atmosphere for citizens. Now, he's arguing that many Ghanaians struggle financially, so lower prices would allow more people to celebrate. It would make Independence Day practical and beneficial, not just ceremonial. Businesses might increase sales volume even with lower prices because more people would be able to purchase goods. More people can afford food, clothing, and services on the holiday. Businesses may experience higher customer traffic. It could become a national tradition similar to big sales days in other countries. Dr. Hassan Ayariga, leader of the APC. And oh, there was this message that the person kept prompting me. Anyway, okay, Dr. Austin Game, I've seen your message and well noted. Now, finally, Abu Seidu says that, good morning, please note that the cocoa farmer is currently receiving 110% of the FOB price of cocoa. This is unprecedented. This means that for every ton of cocoa bean sold on the international market, government needs to find the extra 10% to subsidize the farmer. This is an indication of a government that cares, unlike what we saw in the past government where reckless spending of the cocoa farmers' money led to the near collapse of the industry. Seidu Abu from Kumongo. All right, I guess that, gentlemen, I would have to end the. I'd have to end it. No, our time is up. No, our time is up. I'm so sorry because there's another program coming up. But before I check out, let me just say that, look, I have some very, 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 very important and some exciting news for you. Now, this is the thing. Are you looking for a business in Ghana that has global presence? Have you been looking for that business but you can't find? I've got good news for you. Now, you're also looking for a business that's totally reliable and in turn reliant on your satisfaction. Let me introduce to you MNC Group. They've got you covered, totally covered. Now, here's the thing. Just call MNC Group on any of these numbers, and there are two. Please take your pen and paper. 056 103 056 103 2253 or 02655 05 337. I'll take the number again, 056 103 2253. And then 0265 505 337. MNC Group are experts in food commodities trading, real estate development, and logistics. With their headquarters in East Legon, MNC Group has offices in Dubai, Hong Kong, and Guangzhou in China. They are also in Johannesburg in South Africa and Milan in Italy. So to get the best on your deals, let me mention the numbers again, and I did that. So if you're out of Ghana, and we have a lot of viewership outside of Ghana, outside of this country, so if you're out of Ghana, please don't forget to prefix the numbers with +233 and then call the number now. It's like magic. MNC Group, totally reliant. And then let me also remind you that please do the two for me. Don't forget to brush your teeth this evening with Pepsodent. Thank you very much, sir. No, our time is up. No, our time is up. Our time is up. Because the next program can't wait. I beg you, Honorable. Thank you so very much. So, David Tufilo said, Dominic Vondi, thank you so very much for your time. He's MP for Trifut Etimokwa. And then also Richard Ayagba is the Director of Communications for the NPP. Thank you very much. So tomorrow is Independence Day. Special guest for you tomorrow. Please tune into Good Morning Ghana, 7 a.m. and we're on. My name is Aldo Moro, and I say Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi ta'ala wa barakatuh. Bye-bye.
Wa alaikum salam. Moro, how long is this program going to run?
All right, good. So let me hand over to my colleague. You see him, that's the man in your shot. Kwetia.
Yes, so good morning to you, Moro.
What's going on, my brother?
I'm doing very good. And how about you too, my brother?
Charlie, small. Happy Independence Day in advance.
Yes, happy Independence Day to you too.
Yes.
I mean, I'm happy that tomorrow is definitely a great day for all of us to celebrate Ghana.
Fantastic.
And it's the Heritage Month, so you can see me in my beautiful Ghanaian wear right here.
You look good in that dress.
Honorable Vondi, which school did you go to before you take leave of us?
Yes.
I just want to find out what school you went to. Oh yes, I want to know what school you went to.
You mean secondary school, senior high.
I
was in Abradon called secondary school.
Okay.
All right. So as an alumni, have you been going to your school and helping your school? I just
I'm even in 28th of this month. We're having a Student Prize Giving Day, and I'm going to be there. We're going to help the school. Yeah.
All right. So we're also going to be there to support you. Metro TV is definitely the platform for all the alumni of the various high schools in Ghana. So, I mean, just so you know, we're here for you, and we're here to give you a platform and also work with you to give you the very best of that wonderful feeling that you get when you go back to your school. Don't forget, this is the School's Homecoming Show on Metro TV. And today we are taking a trip to the Volta region and then come back to a very wonderful part of Accra. I'm talking about Dodowa. 2 schools are coming on the show this morning, and we're going to have a great conversation. Before I let you in on them, we're going to take a short break. When we come back, we get to know our schools, and then the conversation will start.